Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. When we all start out in hacking, the very first tool we learn is Nmap. Do not get me wrong, Nmap is an absolute masterpiece of software engineering. But I need to be honest with you about the reality of modern corporate infrastructure in 2026. If you take a stateful scanner like Nmap and you point it at a massive Fortune 500 company, you are going to hit a brick wall. Two things are going to happen. First, it is going to take days to finish. If a company owns 65,000 IP addresses and you want to scan all 65,000 ports on every single one of those addresses, you are sending billions of packets. Second, modern artificial intelligence firewalls and intrusion detection systems will detect your slow, polite, stateful connection attempts. They will permanently ban your IP address before you even reach port 80. To survive in enterprise environments, our workflow has to evolve. We need absolute speed and we need absolute stealth. Today, I am giving you a complete masterclass on exactly how professionals use a tool called Naabu, built by Project Discovery. I will explain the physics behind how it works, how to tune it for massive networks, and how to use predictive AI to find open doors without triggering alarms. Let's open the terminal. Now, let me show you the real magic. Before we can use Naabu, we have to install it properly, and to understand the installation, you have to understand the physics of what we are doing. Normally, when a program wants to talk to the internet, it asks the Linux operating system to handle it. The operating system creates a full TCP handshake. It says hello, waits for hi, and sends an acknowledge. This is slow, and it leaves a massive trail of logs. Naabu bypasses the operating system entirely. It uses something called raw sockets to speak directly to the network card at the kernel level. Because of this, it requires a specific C library for raw packet capturing. Look at the terminal. First, we install the prerequisite library called libcap. Then, we don't just download an old compiled version. Naabu is written in Golang, an incredibly fast modern programming language. We use Golang to pull the absolute bleeding edge version directly from the Project Discovery GitHub repository. Once that finishes compiling, we are armed and ready to build our pipeline. Let's get into the first real world pro tip: target management and speed optimization. When you do a bug bounty, you don't just hack one website. You gather thousands of subdomains and IP addresses and you put them all inside a text file. That is why I type the list flag on the screen. I pass it a file called targets.txt. Instead of manually typing one IP address at a time, I feed Naabu my entire massive list and it scans all of them automatically. But how do we scan a massive list without crashing our own internet connection? We have to tune the engine. Look at the rest of the command on the screen. Instead of scanning all 65,000 ports, I use the top ports flag. I set it to 1000. This restricts the scan to the top 1000 most statistically common ports. Next, I use the C flag. This stands for concurrent workers. I scale it up to 50. This means 50 independent processing threads are working simultaneously. Finally, I set the packet rate to 3000 packets per second. Let me give you a real world example of why this matters. Beginners often download a fast scanner, set the rate to 100,000 packets a second, and wonder why the tool tells them that 0 ports are open. They fail because of physics. If you are hacking from a cheap virtual private server with a limited connection and you try to push 100,000 packets through it, your router creates a bottleneck. Packets are dropped. The responses from the target are lost in the chaos. You end up with false negatives. You miss the open doors because you were shouting too loud. 3000 packets a second is the sweet spot for a standard connection. It is blindingly fast but stable enough to catch every single echo, but sometimes firing 3000 packets a second is still too loud. What if we are on a stealth red team engagement? We need to be quiet, but we still need to be thorough. We use Naabu's smart scan feature. Watch the terminal. I add the smart scan flag and I set a prediction threshold of 20%. What this does is absolutely brilliant. It uses a mathematical statistical model based on known internet architectures. Let me give you an example. Let's say Naabu quietly checks just the top 10 ports. It sees that port 3306 is open. What runs on 3306 MySQL databases? The AI brain inside Naabu knows that if a database is running, there is a very high probability that a web server administration panel is running nearby, maybe on port 8080 or 8443. It mathematically predicts what other backend ports are likely hiding on that specific type of server architecture. The threshold flag tells the tool only scan the extra ports if you are at least 20% confident they are open based on your initial findings. You just went from blindly kicking every single door in the building to surgically checking only the exact doors the developer most likely left unlocked. You save millions of packets and you stay completely under the radar. Here is a massive problem you will face in the real world. You are hired to scan a $1 billion company. You pull their list of IP addresses, but half of those IP addresses don't actually belong to the company's servers. They belong to cloud firewalls and content delivery networks like Cloudflare, Akamai, or Fastly. If you try to run a full 65,000 port scan on a Cloudflare routing IP, two things happen. One, you are completely wasting your time because Cloudflare only leaves web ports open anyway. And two, Cloudflare's global threat intelligence will instantly flag your IP address as malicious and you will be blocked from accessing half the internet. So look at my screen. I passed the exclude CDN flag. Naabu is incredibly smart. It checks every single IP address in real time against a database of known cloud providers. If it detects a web application firewall, it skips the full scan and only checks the standard web ports 80 and 443. But if it finds a true origin IP address, a server hiding behind the cloud, it rips it open and scans every single port. You save hours of wasted time and you don't trigger the global alarms. Let me give you an elite trick that separates the professionals from the amateurs: UDP scanning. Most beginners completely ignore UDP ports, they only scan TCP. They do this because UDP is a connectionless protocol. Think of it like this: if you slide an empty envelope under a locked door, the security guard on the other side looks at it, sees it is empty, and throws it in the trash. He doesn't reply. Your scanner assumes the door is closed, but it's actually open and waiting for real data. We fix this by enabling UDP Pro. Look at the command on screen. Naabu doesn't just send empty packets anymore. It automatically pulls from an Nmap database and crafts highly specific protocol accurate payloads. If it scans port 53, it sends a real formatted DNS query. If it scans port 161, it sends a real SNMP request. Because we are speaking the exact right language, the hidden services actually process the request and reply to us. We find the massive blind spots in the network that every other hacker missed. Sometimes you don't even want to scan ports yet. Imagine you are dropped into a massive internal corporate network with thousands of computers. You just want to know which computers are actually turned on and breathing. We use host discovery mode. Watch the terminal. I tell Naabu to skip the port scan entirely and just look for live host. I tell it to send an ICMP echo request, which is just a standard ping. But here is the real world problem. Corporate firewalls almost always block standard pings. If you only ping, the network looks totally dead. So I add another flag. I send a TCP SYN packet specifically to port 80. By combining these, we trick the firewall. The firewall blocks the ping, but because port 80 is used for web traffic, the firewall lets the SYN packet through. The server replies and Naabu catches it. We map the entire active neighborhood in seconds, bypassing the firewall's ping blocker entirely. Now we reach the absolute core of the Linux hacking workflow, the pipeline. Look at the screen. You see that vertical bar character right in the middle of the command. That is called a pipe. In Linux, the pipe allows you to take the output of one tool and pour it directly into the input of a completely different tool in real time. Naabu is amazing at finding open ports, but it doesn't know what websites look like. So I tell Naabu to run in silent mode. This turns off all the logos and extra text. So it only outputs raw IP addresses and ports. Then I pipe that raw data straight into a tool called HTTPX. As soon as Naabu finds an open port, HTTPX instantly visits it, grabs the title of the web page, detects if it is running WordPress or Apache, and prints it to the screen. This is how we automate our workflow. Find the door with Naabu, analyze the room with HTTPX, all in one single command. Here is another massive mistake beginners make when scanning modern cloud networks. A domain name rarely points to just one single server anymore. Large companies use round-robin DNS and load balancers to distribute traffic. A single domain like api.target.com might actually point to 6 different physical IP addresses depending on what time of day you ask the phone book. If you run a normal scan, your tool resolves the domain, grabs the very first IP address it sees, and scans it. You just missed 5 other servers entirely. One of those servers might be a legacy development box running vulnerable code. Watch the terminal and you walked right past it. We fix this by passing the scan all IPs flag. Naabu queries the DNS, extracts every single IP address associated with that domain record, and scans all of them concurrently. You map the entire cluster, leaving absolutely nothing behind. When you are a beginner, you want tools to print pretty colorful text on your screen so you can read it. When you are a professional, you want tools to print structured data so your other scripts can read it. Look at the command on screen. I add the JSON flag and I use the output flag to save it to a file called result.json. Why do we do this? Because later today I might write a custom Python script that looks for vulnerabilities. If I output my scan data in JSON format, my Python script can easily parse the file, pull out all the IP addresses that have port 443 open, and automatically launch exploits against them. Professionals do not read terminal screens, they build automated systems that read JSON files. If you don't understand what a SYN packet actually is or how ports function at the network layer, everything I just showed you over the last 25 minutes looks like magic. You cannot automate what you do not understand. A beginner just copies commands off a screen. A professional understands the physics behind the network. Keep learning, keep pushing yourself, stay curious, and stay dangerous. Subscribe now and hit the bell icon